Hey guys, only a few games left of the Stanley Cup Finals.
2-5.
2-5. Maybe even less at this point, depending upon when you're watching it.
Right.
We recorded this on a Monday. But hey, I just want to throw this out here. If you want to get in on the action before the game starts, live and play, how your favorite player performs, doing it right since 1997. You know Sports Interaction is Canada's sportsbook. Join now to see that all that sports betting has to offer. Head to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. That is sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. 19 plus, and please play responsibly. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how the Ottawa Senators, who I maintain with zero proof are going to get sold, have a deal as the preferred bidder for the LeBreton Flats project now?
I mean, it seemed fairly obvious.
What do you think was the sticking point?
Eugene Melnyk had
What do you think was the sticking point, Steve?
Eugene Melnyk. He had his number or whatever. He had what he thought was a fair deal. He thought he had what he deserved, and he wasn't going to budge off it, and he didn't.
Now,
now someone else is willing to budge off of it because it's not their number, is it?
If I was keeping the team, I would do this. But if I was selling the team, I would even more want to do this because as I said in the beginning of the week, you want this franchise to be valuable. The biggest hindrance to this franchise is where they play.
Yeah.
It's just, Sens fans it's the shittiest commute. I think Coyotes and Sens fans have the shittiest commute to their arena. Like they do. Like Coyotes fans have had to do several different places over the last few years. You know,
Ottawa's a good city.
Oh yeah,
There's
nothing wrong with Ottawa.
Downtown Ottawa is a good city.
That's the thing.
Right. Yeah. Like when the Corel Center, when it used to be the Corel Center, when it was built, it was in a field by itself. Like when I went to the Junos and reported on the Junos there for
Junos.
breakfast television.
What year was that?
That was 2017, something like that.
Was that the Canadian Grammys?
The Canadian Grammys, yeah. I had to stay in a hotel next to the Corel Center. Is there anything to do, you ask? No, there's not even a restaurant. Couldn't do anything. There was nothing to do.
There's some stuff now, but it's not a community.
It's a snore, what it is.
Yeah.
It sucks. And so if you're trying to, I mean, I don't know how this is all going to work with, how that all gets passed down because Eugene has kids. Maybe they keep it. Maybe it's a Melnyk family thing. Either way, to me, this looks like a for sure sale, and you need to have this sorted out before you go trying to sell it because it adds tens of millions of dollars to the value.
It's an inevitability.
The thing I would say, though, is the problem that you run into is if you do keep it in the family, what can happen is that, you've got multiple people in charge of the family trust, and not everybody agrees on how that money should be spent. And the ownership group of the Senators is going to have to spend money. So if they were able to sell it, the new group would take over that same particular number, obviously not Eugene's number,
whatever it was,
and they'd get it done. And I think you're going to need, to me it seems anyway, you're going to need somebody with pretty big pockets. Like you look at the cost of football stadiums now, and I realize that that's very different from a hockey arena. What was that? The Cowboys were obnoxious about it. They spent $4 billion. What did the Rams pay? $2 billion?
I think.
And what did it cost to get Climate Pledge Arena done?
Oh, in Seattle? I don't know. Just write an absurd amount of money that you can't fathom, and it cost that much.
The Rams were $5.5.
$5.5 billion?
Because they surpassed AT&T Stadium. Because the Cowboys were 2, the Rams were 5.5. Climate Pledge was... That was all private money too. The Climate Pledge, $1.5 billion,
okay,
or 1.15.
So here's what we know. Wow. At the last estimates, this could be wrong, but the last estimates of the Melnyk family fortune is somewhere in the neighborhood of $2 billion. So you're going to tell me that they're going to... Now, they are not going to be the only ones spending money on this, but they're going to spend $1.5 billion on an arena?
1.15.
$1.15 billion? They're going to spend half the fortune on the arena?
I don't know.
Again, those numbers can be...
That's not how it works.
Well, that's my point, is that it's I don't know that the pockets are deep enough there. I don't know.
Yes, just
I think it's going to be a sell here, and I think it's going to be quick. This LeBreton Flats thing happened like that. That was a real, in business terms, that's very quick. I think there's a reason we're not hearing stuff.
Interesting.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's no smoke out of Ottawa, which makes me wonder. And you know what? To be honest with you, we don't pay enough attention to Ottawa on a regular day. But the reason we paid so much attention to them is there was so much smoke because everybody was putting out Eugene's fires. And now that that's not there, nobody's talking about it. Something's happening.
No, something's happening.
It's too quiet.
Speaking to locals, like it's sort of, there's a vibe of like, all right, freaking get on with it. Like LeBreton Flats has been preparing for this for a very long time. It's the obvious conclusion of where the Senators end up playing. Get it done. Get it done. It's way too big of a city with way too big of a surrounding area to not be a successful NHL franchise. Get it done as soon as possible.
There it is.